different, it's unique, it's, like I said, different. It's not t-shirts, it's not hats. Eventually we'll get to that point, but different products. Ariana, it's positively the worst humiliation we have ever been through. We'll talk about it later. Lance in the late forehead stormed in here and busted us out. I would have been furious if some petty small-time gang decided to marshal all its resources for a successful strike against us. I would have taken it as a slight upon my honor. But this, Ariana, what the devil could have prepared me for this? A child. I mean, what in Arcea's name am I to make of this? The most prestigious, notorious organization in all of Kanto, brought to its knees at the hands of some undisgusted impulse, shamed at our competence. I really don't like when Pokemon games put in a lot of words that, I mean, yes, this is more for adults, but half, if not 3/4 of adults would not even know some of these words. Or what they mean. You can assume what they mean, but who knows? Before we know, he'll earn the right to challenge a breeding gym and will demand that its leader show up and accept his, I think, fate. No, let's get ahead of ourselves. But if it happens, we will have to be ready. You know, I'm always prepared for everything eventually. Or for every Giovanni. There are those of us who can count on to stand by your side. And until the end and beyond, which it goes. It would seem as if your favorite little grunt has graced us with his presence. Silver, so you've returned. I'll be frank and tell you that Fuji's antics are the least of my problems or concerns at the moment, but let's hear whatever you have to report quickly. You hear? What's that? There's more? Oh. Oh. Could it be? Well, fine. You've piqued my interest. Take it from the start if you would. I mean, Giovanni's persona is more intelligent, but not every person. And licensed for Pokemon training by the chief trader himself. Well, then explains how the kid got a hold of that freak of nature. Charizard at least. So Oak is looking for Fuji, is he? God, what is he doing? Does he know about us? This could be bad. This could be very bad indeed. think, Silver, I think it's about time you learn the truth. The things that happened in secret in that final year of war, I never thought to tell it all to a new woman, but I believe you've proven yourself worthy of hearing it. And if you're going to work with me to set things straight, it's best you've heard it from me. I'm going to tell you everything. And it was 11 years ago. Kanto's war effort was going badly. It was clear that we could not win by force alone. But we had something that Lance and his boys did not. Something we knew was the key to victory. The minds of the brightest scientists in the nation. Ever since the start of the war, Oak had been leading a number of secret initiatives to capture and harness the power of one Pokemon. One so rare, most laymen thought it was a legend. But legends don't win wars. Oak knew better. Is this Mirage Island? Or Reborn Island? Once word got back that Dr. Fuji had at last caught a hold of Mew, we knew there was no chance the public could know. It was to be the region's best kept secret, and our only chance of winning. But Mew could not be brandished like artillery on the battlefield. The way Lance did his Johto dogs, and nor did Oak expect it could. By far the strongest Pokemon in existence, but contained in the body of the most beloved and soft-hearted creature. Alright, mosquitoes, yay, fun. We couldn't make the thing knock out a Magikarp for sport, let alone ravage a crowd of enemy monsters in the field. Now that Entei and Suicune and Raikou were not obliterated, but so Oak decided to harness Mew's power. They would create a form a genetic condition from birth to be devoted of empathy and possess an intimate urge for battle. They called it the Me Project. At the time, I was the richest man in Kanto and devoted member of Oak's elite pool. I wanted to do everything I could for Kanto, so I funded the project, and an impressive team was assembled. Blaine, Fuji, Bill, and Professor C.P. Kanto's authority on genetic engineering. Each member was a genius in his own right and wasn't afraid to work day and night for months for a chance to save Kanto. But the project proved much more difficult than expected. Most test cases came out as formless, half-dead pieces of flesh that did not resemble Mew in any way. One of these early failures was particularly nasty, though equally as erratic and disgustingly shapeless as the others. This newborn monster had inherited Mew's power, or strength, so it must have a brave nature. What is the nature called? Adamant. It broke free, escaped in the lab, killing several of the earlier specimens. This little incident became known as the catastrophe, and it's scarred the scientists as well as me. I began to lose faith in my investment, and I think Book was starting to feel the same way. Luckily, however, Dr. Fuji soon gave me new hope to the project. Fuji suggests a way to contain Mew's power within a solid sentient body. By creating a clone that would combine Mew's DNA with that of a human. Initial tests proved promising, and the scientists agreed to each contribute a sample of their own DNA to be used for the Mew clone. Disgusting. Oak was the only one who refused to provide a DNA sample. His skepticism for the project had by now risen to a peak. Ironically, however, Fuji's theory proved correct. Sooner than anyone could anticipate, the team had produced their defiant Mewtwo. A human-like, immensely powerful psychic Pokemon, possessing the freakish, cold, bloodthirsty mind and sequence intelligence. Before anyone could prepare it for the field, however, the Mewtwo project reached its natural conclusion. Devoid of empathy, but disturbingly intelligent, the newborn clone could find no reason to fight for Kanto's causes. Why the war did not appeal to Mewtwo, we couldn't quite say. But it refused to be used as a military Pokemon, and when we insisted, it rebelled. And bam! With psychic powers, we had no means to control Mewtwo. Mewtwo ruined the lab and escaped the scientists who gave given it like driven, we believe, by a desire to find worthy Pokemon opponents, it sought refuge in the depths of a notorious dangerous cave outside Cerulean City. No capture expedition sent, not by the government, by us, or any other party for that matter, has been successful. Soon after Mewtwo's escape, it was all over. Oak announced Kanto's surrender to Lance and Johto, ending the war.
Oh, Katie. What street? Pikachu, my brother. Go right. You go? Would do to follow my love and the power. Make it all right.
And I must be talking. We had done our best to destroy all evidence of the project, but there was no hiding the team's involvement in some kind of military research. Fuji was the first to throw in the towel. The old Keller openly pledged his alliance to Lance, accepting the terms. Blaine and Bill were more reluctant, but they eventually followed suit. As this Syracuse nobody knows. The old guy has been missing over since the end of the war. And me? Well, Lance stripped me of my Elite Four position right quickly. And the best traitor left me to fend for myself. Oh, I probably was talking about how kind of makes sense why Giovanni is against them. Of course, he's still a bad guy, so he could be lying about it. But it kind of shows color to the whole situation. I guess we will have to focus on Pokemon Crystal or the next Nuzlocke challenge. See what happens. And as if it had the solar Embargo does that. To defend a home now, taking over by throwing aggressors. Make it all right. I knew it wasn't right. I knew that Kanto at large had been cheated of a battle we could have won. I vowed then that if Lance could not be taken down through legitimate means, then I would cripple him from inside and never look back. So now you see, Sulfur, why recent developments have me very concerned indeed. Ariana, darling, I need you to leave for Viridian. We have no time to waste. With this red twerp running around, we can't leave